not a game, it's a rich thing.
What's up, you guys?
It's Irmila
and Matt. Thank you so much for coming back to our YouTube channel for another video. We hope you've all been liking the video so far. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and leave a comment down below and hit that like button.
Today's video is going to be a little bit sensitive for some people because we're going to be talking about how it is like to be an interracial couple.
For us.
And yeah, for us, and the things that we have experienced during our relationship. So with that being said, we're just gonna get right into the video. Okay, the first thing that we wanted to talk about is that how did our families take it? Babe, how did your family take this? Or how did they take it or whatever?
Well, my family was really supportive. My family's always been very open to whoever I wanted to be with as long as they treated me right and we had a good relationship. That's all they really cared about. So, no, my parents were really supportive. They were very welcoming. I feel like when I brought Hermela over the first time, and ever since then, she's basically been part of the family. So, yeah, that part was actually really easy. Luckily, we didn't have much trouble there. So
yeah, so we didn't have any trouble on his end or his family. They were really nice and they were very welcoming. And yeah, and my family was also really good about it. Obviously the first few months of our relationship, my family was a little bit iffy about like not dating someone from outside of my race, but just kind of like understanding what kind of person he is. And then when they got to know and when they got to see what kind of person he is, they started to like love him. And like my mom loves him a lot, and like everyone from my family really love him because like he's obviously a very genuine person and he have earned that respect.
yeah, it was definitely a bit of a different experience with them speaking a different language.
Exactly.
And a bit of a language barrier in some situations.
Yeah.
Definitely was new to me, be sitting in a room and not really know what was being said, but kind of trying to piece things together. But
yeah,
you know, it's worked.
That's just sorry I cut you off, but that's just a little bit of a challenge that he kind of experiences. For him is that like obviously my sisters and my brother all speak English, and there's a little bit of a language barrier, a little bit of a language problem with my mom, but they're still able to communicate and they're still able to, you know, have a conversation and
yeah, she's like your whole family's done really good and they're really good with English. It's just their main tongue being
Amharic. So whenever he's around and he's at the house, we would be speaking Amharic, and sometimes that kind of get him confused a little bit. But you know, sometimes when people are speaking a different language, you kind of piece the pieces together, or how do you say it? Keep the pieces together?
Yeah, well, you put the pieces together.
You put the pieces together and you kind of understand what it's being talked about.
Yeah, you try your best anyways. And lucky for me, a lot of the times little English words will be thrown in here and there, so it helps me kind of piece things together a little easier.
Yeah, so all my Habesha people know this, or all my Ethiopian or Eritrean people know this. When you're speaking your language, you kind of toss in a little bit of English, so that kind of makes them understand it a little bit.
Yeah.
And so now we're gonna go ahead and talk about the things that we experience on a daily when we go out and things that we personally, you know, come across and whatnot. The first big thing that I want to talk about is that the random weird stares that we get from people. I'm just gonna be honest, and it's definitely gonna be a little bit sensitive for me to say this for the people who I'm gonna be addressing this to, but it's just I'm gonna get to it, okay? The random weird stares that we get from guys that look like me, okay?
Yeah.
Every single time we go out to the mall or to the grocery store, or it doesn't matter what it will be or whatever the case may be, there's gonna be that random guy that looks like me just looking at us weird as if we're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And that obviously always rubs me the wrong way and also makes him feel weird about it, I think, right?
A
You
little bit.
always say that, and you tell me how it's uncomfortable it is for people to
Yeah, it's
obviously.
definitely noticeable, that's for sure.
Exactly. No one likes to be looked at like I don't know, random stares. Just like it's not very welcoming. Let's just say that.
No.
It's not a very welcoming stares that we get, and it just kind of makes you feel like you're doing the wrong thing. Where all you're doing is just being in love.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like a lot of other people who are from different races share the same experience, because one of my sister also dates someone outside of her race, and he's not specifically like he's not white, but he's not Ethiopian, or he's not like, he doesn't have a black skin. He's technically African, okay, but Moroccan. He's from Morocco.
Yeah.
So he is from Morocco, and he's technically African, but for other people that don't know where he's from, it looks like he is, you know, like Arab or something. So she gets the same experience, and we always talk about how weird it is for like people that look like us just staring at us weird. And I don't know why you guys do that. Before I actually even got in a relationship with them, he's like the only and the first white boy that I've ever dated in my life. But before I was in a relationship with them, and when I see couples that are interracial, I used to always think they looked cute, and I used to never look at them the wrong way.
Yeah, me either.
So I don't know, it's just kind of weird for some people to stare that way, and it just feels uncomfortable. And if you guys could just chill with that a little bit, that would be very nice.
Yeah, just let people be happy. It doesn't matter what your skin color is. If you found someone that makes you happy and you're in love, and that's all that really matters. So you shouldn't be judging people based on the color of their skin or who they're with or anything like that.
Exactly. So it doesn't really affect us. It's just we laugh about it. We crack jokes about it, and we just...
Yeah, I've gotten more used to it. In the beginning it bugged me a little bit more, but now I've kind of just...
I remember in the beginning of our relationship, it was like annoying you a lot because it was happening more and more because we would go out a lot.
Yeah, or I would at least pay more attention to it, or I cared more, so it kind of, I noticed it more, I feel like, and now I'm noticing it less because I just don't pay as much attention, so.
Yeah, so but now it just doesn't really bug us, or it doesn't bother us, and we're completely fine with it, but I just feel like...
We do what we want.
Exactly. At the end of the day, we're alive, and that's all that matters.
Yep.
And we're happy. Most importantly, we're extremely happy with each other. And so it doesn't matter what the outside world says or does to us, to be quite honest. But y'all need to chill with that.
Yeah, if you could.
If you
That'd
could.
be nice. If not, I mean, whatever. We're just going to keep moving anyways, but...
Exactly. It doesn't affect us, but...
It'll make your life a little easier instead of carrying around that, like, hate and negativity for no reason. Just be happy for people.
Exactly. Exactly. And then another thing that I've experienced personally is that just because I am from a different part of the world, being Ethiopia, and just because I am dating someone who is white, some people who thinks they got it all figured out assume that I'm with them either for his money or because I want papers to be a Canadian citizen.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, Karen, you need to relax, first and foremost. You don't know nothing. And stop assuming stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, that definitely is not the case. We just met and we liked each other. It has nothing to do with money or any other fact other than we just genuinely love each other and have found something in each other where, I don't know, feels like we've known each other for our whole lives, and once you experience that with someone, I don't know, I think you kind of, everything else just doesn't really matter, and you'll go through anything for that person, so.
Exactly. So us being together has nothing to do with our races and what we look like or anything like that. Honestly, the very first moment we've seen or we laid eyes on each other, we fall in love instantly. And it has been like that since then. So no, it's not because I want papers. In fact, way before I met him, I was already a Canadian citizen. So I don't know what you're talking about or assuming. So y'all need to chill with this.
And when we met, I didn't have a whole lot of paper either. So that definitely wasn't the situation either. So.
Like, y'all need to chill with that and stop assuming. This is kind of like, we're gonna be telling you guys our experiences and also telling you guys to chill.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
either chill or a thank you, like to the people who are supportive of us, because there are a lot of those people
yeah,
too.
we're gonna get to that.
So yeah, we'll either tell you to chill or to keep on sending that love our way.
Exactly. So yeah, he said that. You said it alright. Anyways, do you want to talk about the people who genuinely think that we look cute together?
I don't know. I definitely know I've gotten like a lot of comments that do like where people do think that we look really cute together, and they think we look. I don't know how to say. Like, I don't know what else to say. Yeah.
Okay, so most of the times when we go out, we get lots of people, looking at us and thinking that we're cute and just, complimenting us. There's been times where people would actually approach us and tell us that we look cute.
Yeah.
And it's really nice, to know that. But we get that often, so the negative kind of like goes very, 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 very low, because we got a lot of people telling us that we will look cute together.
Yeah, more often than anything, we get those comments rather than any kind of bad comments. So
exactly. So the positive definitely outweighs that. Also, I normally experience this a lot. People telling us that, or people telling me that we should have babies because they think that our babies are gonna be the cutest ever.
yeah.
Because obviously, look at me, like I'm beautiful and he's super handsome. And when you piece that together, imagine how beautiful our babies are gonna look.
Yeah.
And so it makes sense for people to, say those things. Yeah, but we get lots of people saying that, and I get lots of like the girls that I'm friends with like telling me that, oh yeah, like you guys are gonna have the cutest kids and all that stuff. And we have seen kids that are interracial when we go out, and it could be on like internet. Actually, we have our favorite couples that we watch on YouTube, the Rash Fam.
Yeah.
They have the cutest kids, and honestly, they're our role model.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
Big inspiration.
Exactly. They're our role model. So when we see their kids, we always think about like, oh my god, our babies are going to be the cutest ever. But yeah.
I look forward to it for sure.
Me too. And also, he also points it out when we go out and he sees like, that diaper? I don't know, like the baby on the diaper box?
Yeah.
At like the grocery stores, whenever he sees that, like he sees a mixed baby, he would like point that out and say, oh my god, our baby's gonna be like the cutest, like he's gonna look like this or she's gonna look like that. He always say that, and it just makes me laugh. But yeah, a lot of people think that we're gonna have the cutest kids ever,
and I agree.
and yeah, because we cute. So now we're gonna be asking each other a little bit of a questions. So now we're gonna be asking each other some questions on how it was like for us when we first started dating, I think. Is that how it's gonna be?
Sure.
Anyways, how did you feel to date someone outside of your race, and how was that experience for you? Was I your type and all that stuff?
Well, obviously you were my type. I mean, I don't think I would have pursued you like I did if you weren't. I don't know, it was definitely exciting for me. It was something new. Most of my life I've pretty much only dated like white people.
White people.
Or other people within my race. So like I have had a couple dates here and there with like different races, but generally it's pretty much just been my race. So yeah, I mean the first time it was pretty exciting, something different, and I definitely remember being very nervous just because I wasn't sure how you were gonna feel about, because we had discussed the fact that you had never been with a white man yet. So yeah, I think it was just definitely exciting, and all my life I had kind of been attracted to
Black girls?
Yeah, like you, women like yourself, and
So being into the hourglass body, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, lots of hip hop music and rap videos have influenced my my view for what I what I look for in a woman. So
Okay.
yeah, when I seen her, I was just like, well, damn. And yeah, it was from there on in. It's just been a very interesting experience learning all the different things, like yeah, like learning the culture and why they use silk pillowcases or you know, all those little things that
Learning things.
yeah, that you wouldn't experience from
Dating a white girl.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So a lot of the black girls know and understand this, that when we go to sleep, we use silk pillowcases because, you know, you don't want your hair to go dry, and silk pillowcases provide you with, you know, how would you say it? They're just better, okay? And also, when I go to sleep, obviously, I always wear bonnets and stuff like that. And he was just, like, at first, he was confused as to why I was wearing that. But he wasn't, like, judgmental or anything about it. He was just trying to understand, because that has been his number one thing, was always trying to understand things and always trying to learn things. So he would ask me, like, why I would be doing this, why I would be doing that. And I would just explain things to him. And it would just make sense to him, obviously. And he would even buy me those things. So
yeah, here I'm just out here at first thinking that silk pillowcases are just because they're soft or they feel nice, not knowing that there was more of a purpose than that. So it's been neat learning a lot of different things along the way, that's for sure.
yeah, so at first he thought the silk pillowcases were just there for, you know, fancy things, and because they were soft and all that stuff. And then obviously I taught him, and he learned.
Yeah. So how have it been what was it like for you, like dating
Outside of my
a
race.
white man the first time?
So for me, personally, I've never dated a white man before. So I didn't know how it would be like to date someone outside of my race. All the guys that I've dated in the past are, obviously, they all look like me. And so it was kind of like, it was like a different experience for me, but it wasn't a bad experience, obviously. More or less a little bit afraid as to how he's going to be able to understand my culture and my background. And for me, the big thing is that the guy that I'm gonna be with has to fear God. He has to be a God-fearing man, because that's very important to me. And I didn't know how someone outside of my race would be like when it comes to a religion. But then I found out that he was a Christian, which was amazing for me, you know. And also, he definitely respects my religion. He definitely understands it. And so yeah, religion was a big thing for me. And I found him. He was good with my religion, and he also had his own religion, which was Christian, which was really good.
Yeah, I used to go to church a lot when I was younger. I haven't been like super into church and religion as of the last like so many years, but I still always have the same faith and belief inside. I just haven't been as active with
like going to the church and stuff like that, which is understandable. As long as you know that there is God, and as long as you believe in God, all you need is just a little bit of faith, like what he said, right? And so religion was the biggest thing for me, and then he obviously checked that. Another thing for me that was very important to me was that him adapting my culture and understanding the types of food that we eat and stuff like that. And how did you feel about that? You liked it, obviously, because you've mentioned in the past.
Yeah, I liked it. It was definitely something new for me. I've enjoyed spicy things in the past, but I've never really eaten a whole lot of spicy things. Only like maybe the super hot chicken wings or something like that.
Yeah.
But my palate definitely wasn't as adapted to it. But ever since we started dating, and pretty much just like all the spices are like pretty much every meal, I've gotten way better with spices and spicy foods, and I've tried quite a few of the foods from your culture and stuff now. And yeah.
Like
really
he's tried my mom's cooking, and he's tried like everything that I would make, and everything is obviously spicy.
Yeah.
And a lot of the food that we eat is pretty spicy, hence why we're all sexy. Anyways, he really liked my cultural food, which was really important to me, so that was really good. So that was another check. Another thing was that he loved and respect my family, so that was also another check. So for me, it wasn't really a huge difference, to be quite honest. It was, if anything, it was the right person, the right man. I didn't look at his skin color and say, oh, because he's a white man or because he's not a black man or anything like that. There were so many things that I want from a man that he fulfilled, and that was really good, and I rolled with it.
I'm happy you did.
I love you. I think like the negative things are like I mentioned, people assuming things, like acting like they know it all and they got everything figured out, which in reality you don't know nothing. So
Yeah.
people should just stop assuming things, and really, maybe if you're trying to know something or if you're trying to understand something, maybe ask. I think that it's better to just ask and understand the truth instead of assuming, you know? Is that the stares need to stop. Like, it's 2020, yeah, like y'all need to stop with that. The random stares. Honestly, we're very like loving people, we're very like good with people, so when we see someone look at us, we would be like smiling or saying hello, and the people that be staring at us don't even say hello back. They're so like disrespectful, you know? They just stare at you the wrong way, so obviously it rubs me the wrong way. And it just kind of makes me wonder, like, damn, like, you're that miserable.
Yeah, it's pretty sad sometimes when people can't get past whatever they've been taught throughout their life. All the misconceptions that maybe you have to be with someone that looks like you, or you're not allowed to be with someone else. Obviously, all of that's not true. And yeah, people just need to live their lives and be with whoever they want to be with. And no one should be judging anyone else for no one should be judging anyone else for whoever they want to be with, as long as they're not hurting anyone, or as long as they're respectful to them and everything like that. That's all that matters.
Exactly. And a lot of the people who are saying these things are obviously dating someone from their own culture. And to be quite honest, they're not even happy with their relationship or with their life, but they have something to say about other people's relationship and how other people should live their lives.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty sad.
Yeah, I think a lot of it goes back to just like kind of the whole like kind of a bullying mentality, where when you see something in another person or another couple or whatever that you don't have yourself, you want to try and attack those people and bring them down, and that's the bully kind of mentality, because it makes them feel better somehow. I don't really understand that, but
Yeah, I've never really understood that.
I think that's kind of like a lot of what it is people kind of can just see how we are together and
how
see
close
that we're happy
we are,
and
how in
everything,
love we are.
and maybe
That makes them question their lives, I guess, and it just kind of threatens them. Like, we're not a threat, we're good people. Like, you don't need to do all that extra stuff. If anything, we would smile back and we would say hi back because we're good people, we're nice people. And so, for all the people who feels this way, or for all the interracial couple out there who are dating obviously outside of their races, and if you're experiencing the same things, let us know in the comment down below, and let's discuss about that, because I feel like we're not the only couple who go through this. Like I said, my sister also goes through the same thing, but I feel like there are other couples, like, you know, other couples that also experience the same thing.
Oh, definitely.
And so if you do, leave us comment down below and let's chat about that. And if there's anything else that you guys have experienced, or if there's anything else that you guys want to ask us, or if there's something that you, as you know, someone that is being in a different person, like in a interracial couple, if you're experiencing something that we haven't mentioned, let's talk about that. Things that we wanted to tell you guys and we wanted to talk about, because we've been wanting to talk about this for a little while now. We just, you know, haven't gotten the courage to do it, because it's a little bit of a sensitive topic and it's gonna obviously make people feel a way about it, but this is just our truth. This is just our lives, and this is what we experience on a daily basis, and we wanted to be open about it and maybe help other couples who are experiencing the same thing and who feel like they're the only person or the only people who experience this.
Yeah.
You're not alone. That's what we wanted to come out here and say, that you're not alone. You're not the only person experiencing this, and we go through this, and we want you guys to you know, stay positive about it and don't let things like that annoy you, because in the beginning of our relationship it was very annoying.
Yeah, if you just move on past it, try not to let it bother you. Just know that if you're with the right person and you're in love and you're happy, that's all that matters. And hopefully this video also serves as a bit of like education to the people who are maybe looking at us the wrong way. If any of you are watching this video right now, hopefully some of you maybe have a bit of a better understanding now of interracial relationships, and maybe at least one person will be able to change your opinion on thinking that it's wrong for us to be together. Because yeah, obviously if that's what your opinion is, you need to reevaluate. So hopefully we might have helped you do that.
Exactly. So the one thing that we want you guys to know is that if you see someone dating outside of their race, instead of looking at them the wrong way, maybe you should just, like he said, reevaluate things and kind of like, or maybe it's obviously there's nothing wrong with the people. There's a lot of things wrong with you and within yourself. So I think that maybe you should
do some soul searching.
Exactly, do some soul searching and just kind of, if there's any unresolved traumas that you've experienced in the past, or if there's anything wrong with you, maybe you should just kind of like figure that out. Because obviously hate and negative things, and mostly hate, is a learned thing, and obviously you learn that from whatever
your parents or the people that you're around, or
exactly, and you can unlearn that, and you can kind of be open to positive things and good things. So that's what we wanted to tell you guys. And so for all the people who are in love, and for all the people who are dating outside of their race or within their race, celebrate love and, you know, hold each other at a higher standard. Love each other and just care for each other. And if you're, you know, sometimes it kind of makes you feel a way about people's opinion or people's, I guess, thinking. If it makes you feel a way, it's better to just stay positive and just don't let that affect you.
Yeah, just come watch another one of our videos and smile and just be happy and forget about everything else.
Thank you so much for watching our video. It means a lot to us that you guys are subscribing. And for all the new people who stumbled across our channel, welcome.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.
Exactly. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn on your post notification bell so you're notified every time we post. As well as like our videos and comment on our videos, and kind of we can chat. We're open to that. We've mentioned it on so many of our videos. We are open to chatting with you guys and talking to you guys, so you guys can go ahead and do that. As well as we're going to be linking our Instagram, so make sure you go ahead and follow us, like our pictures and everything else. And if you wanted to kind of DM us and give us, you know, ideas,
connect with us on as many platforms as possible.
Exactly.
We definitely, we want to reach out and talk to you guys, and we want to build a community here and a family. So
exactly. Another big thing is that we wanted to talk about how we met. We wanted to tell you guys how we met, but we wanted to make sure that you guys actually want to see it.
Yeah, we want to get a bunch of likes down there. Show us that that's what you guys want to see.
Exactly. So if you guys are interested in knowing how we met, we want you guys to subscribe. We want you guys to like our comments or whatever. We always say this a lot, but really, like, just do that.
Yeah.
It would obviously help us a lot.
Doesn't cost you anything. It's
exactly
free.
And if there's anything that you guys are interested in seeing, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
With that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video.
Make sure you come back for another one.
Yes, make sure you come back for another one. And thank you so much for, you know, supporting us and showing us lots of love. It really means a lot to us, and we need that to be able to grow and expand our channel. So make sure you're sharing our videos. Make sure you're, you know, telling your friends and family members to check us out and subscribe to our channel. It would mean a lot to us.
Yeah, let's grow together and build a community and a family.
Exactly. So that's what we're trying to do here. But yeah, see you guys on the next one. We love you guys so much.
Take care.
Bye.